So I'm just saying welcome to our stream live in AVADirect Studio, so that way it makes more sense.
We're live, ladies and gentlemen.
We're live. I just want to say that right before we went live, what was it you said again, Wesley?
We were talking.
Well, about The Last of Us 2, right?
I might get in trouble for this. I mean, anyways. But it's just too
juicy.
It's just to express my happiness. So we were talking about The Last of Us. And I was like, oh, man, when The Last of Us 2 comes out, I'm going to bust.
A move.
A move. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bust a move home.
He's going to bust a move when it comes out.
I am.
The game.
I might just break my controller in happiness.
Break me off a piece of that.
Kit Kat bar.
What? I know you're trying to keep it PG, kind of, but PG. PG. No?
No.
So, as the tag reads, Wesley and I are going to go through our top 10 most favorite games. We probably should have clarified, and maybe we should have thought about this a little bit more. But rather than an independent top 10 between the two of us, we should have combined our powers and just made an ultimate top 10, like, collectively between the two of us. You know what I mean?
We have an hour. I don't think that's. We probably could come to that. So you take your top 10 and my top 10, and then we we take the top out of all of those. I don't know.
Top goes the weasel.
All right.
That's all I know.
So.
Alien icon. A-dubs.
The build looks
Saw a
beautiful.
picture of your build, dude. Looks purty. Wesley said he could have done better, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm curious to see what everyone's favorite games are out there. I always enjoy talking to people about this because you really get backstories on why they enjoy the game. I mean, it could be the worst game of all time, but somebody could literally be like, well, this is why I enjoy it. So, A-Dub says, it's my first time, Wes. Go easy on me. Hey, let me tell you, it was beautiful. I was like, ooh, it was nice. Recon Spartan 117, welcome. He says Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, and that's all you need.
Ew.
I would have never known. Recon Spartan. What? What?
I'm just stirring the pot.
Oh, you're stirring the pot real good.
Stirring the pots. So many pots.
All the pots.
are belong to us.
Very true. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kick it off with my number 1 favorite game as of right now.
Why your number 1 favorite? We should start from 10
Okay, fine.
and go down. Go down.
I want you seeing my list.
Down.
All right. So number 10 would be God of War 2018.
Oh, I haven't played that yet.
Well, I'm not gonna. I mean, all right. Seeing as I guess I'm the master of spoilers now.
How many games is this now? I'm doing my list live on the air, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4,
so-
5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 already. There's 2, because your favorite games should come to mind immediately, right?
Yeah,
Without even
but
thinking
you know
about
what? It's kind of hard to limit because I have so many.
Oh, I just thought of another. Can we kind of tie this in? Instead of saying favorite game, can you say favorite series?
That's fine.
Kinda, right?
That's acceptable. I mean, I have games on there that are from series, but I picked my favorite one. ADubs TV says I haven't played it. So if you have a PlayStation 4, I highly suggest picking it up. I enjoyed that game so much, especially the story element of it. So they really dive deep into it, and they put a lot of effort into creating something I'd like to say beautiful. It was a really compelling story. And also, if you're a parent, which both Joe and I are, you have your son throughout the entire game, and just the character development. As a parent, it really hits home. Like, it really does show the struggles of parenthood. But I really enjoyed it. A lot. Some people I talked to said it was a little slow at first, which it was, but it really set the tone for the game. And it was a very enjoyable experience. So
again, you said this was your most favoritist.
no, this is top 10, or this is number 10.
And it's still God of War?
No, this isn't my favorite game of all time. We're not there yet. I backed it up. You said you should start from the top or from the bottom.
Gotcha.
So I did.
I thought you were still talking about God of War. Again,
I am. No, I am.
I'm still creating my list right now.
I am.
For those of you that feel like I'm not paying attention, it's because I'm not.
ADub says, I like the story in Counter-Strike, a never-ending feud between T and CT that really brings out the I don't know how to say that.
Brings out the Sika in you.
Okay, I got
Isn't it
that.
Suka? Not Sika? Suka? I hope nobody heard me through the walls and they're like, who, what?
What?
Huh? Where's Zach when you need him?
That's true.
Just for him to do the all the stalker famous Russian sayings. Like, I lost count how many times at PAX that Zach would just randomly scream, "Shiki Bricky!" I'm like, what? And then I asked him after probably like the 15th time, like, what the hell are you talking about, bud? What you talking about over there? He's like, oh, there's something that's said in Stalker, and it doesn't translate into anything from Russian to English, so that's just what people say.
I've never played that game. I'm not going to tell Zach that, though.
For those of you that don't know, by the way, we are offering 15% off X570 gaming desktops and tower desktops.
Woo.
Which, by the way, X570 is just blowing the socks off of like rigs in general right now. I've had like dozens of customers now ask me to convert them from what were Intel workstations to X570 and Threadripper workstations to X570 because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a friggin' 16-core CPU, man, for $500.
16 cores, $500.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I get the camera on me? Just take it.
It's
Just
like
take it right now.
$500, little man. Put that wallet in my hand.
Nah, nigga. And to be clear, I did not say
To be fair. It's 12 cores. I meant to say 12 cores. A-Dubs corrected me. Thank you. You're a nice
Jane
lady.
Silent Bob, the trailer. I don't think we talked about that last week. Oof. I was so happy.
No, we didn't.
All right.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we
Maybe
did.
briefly.
We did. We
Maybe.
talked all about it.
All right, Joe, number 10.
Oh, I'm putting it together now.
You don't have all 10?
I do have all 10, but I've got to figure out what number 10 is. Okay. All right, here we go. In the list, in the grand scheme of things, just because it was the first ever online multiplayer game that actually made me addicted, I'm going to say my top 10, number 10 is going to be PUBG.
Okay.
Is going to be that. Because this is a mixture of, just so you know, This is a mixture of games I grew up on and
Okay.
current games. So out of all the games I've played, I'm thinking of the ones that impacted my memory the most and that I played.
Okay.
Significant. Ooh. Yeah, I
You
gotta
already
change
said
that
it.
one.
Oh my god.
Gotta change that one. So PUBG, number 10. All right. And the reason for that is, well, I couldn't stop playing it. Like I wanted to. I'm like, dude, this is consuming a lot of my life. I should really be doing other things like, spending time with my family. And like in the normal times when Casey would be like, hey, I'm just going to go to bed early. Or like the girls would go to bed. I'd be kind of sad, lonely. I was just like, okay. And then I'd go downstairs and play PUBG for like 6 hours.
Okay.
Like I was still sad, but like I had something to kind of fill that sadness. And it was PUBG. And then it became like more of like a routine, and then if I broke that routine, I felt weird. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Because when you become a parent and then you have kids, you get used to the routine. Of
Yeah.
things. And when that routine's broken, you're just kind of like, something feels weird. And that's what it was. And it was the first game that was competitive that I actually felt competitive doing.
Okay.
Because like I used to play games like Call of Duty, and I die constantly. And just be like, whatever. PUBG, like I would throw things. if I got killed in a really cheap way, or if somebody was camping and like let me gather all the loot in a base, and then as soon as I turned the corner, pop, and then I started doing that to people because I was being passive aggressive. So
Okay.
just saying,
I
not really
played-
much to talk about with PUBG. There's no story narrative, or
Right.
anything, you know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like, here's the reasons why I put this empty narrativeless game on my list, because it will forever impact my mind. Hold on. We're getting live updates.
I did see that. So
Did they introduce a story into PUBG? Is that what
apparently,
I'm hearing? I'm
so
still not gonna play it again.
ADub says 12 cores. Asterisk.
I
16
know. I
core
already
is
said
all.
that.
Then he said Mario Kart Battle Mode. Tell me PUBG is more fun. The OGBR.
No, it's not more fun. Juke W says, I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2005. Should I be proud or concerned? Yes. Yes to that question.
Well, I've got something on my list that I've been playing for a very, very long time.
Is it number 9?
No, it is not number 9. So number 9 is probably one of the multiplayer games that really just brought me in, and I would consider was the peak of, I guess, me being good.
The peak of you being good? How?
Yes.
Like a good boy?
No, of, FPS wise.
Okay.
So my number 9 is Battlefield 3.
Ooh.
So I absolutely
Why? Tell us why Battlefield
loved
3.
that.
Storyline, the gameplay, the mechanics,
No, so
the look of a
this-
man's hands
so
around a
this-
gun.
There you go, right there. That enticed me. I was like, "Ooh, those are some juicy looking hands." Let me tell you.
That's on my field.
So Battlefield 3, probably because, for one, it looked amazing at its time. It really did. The mechanics were just amazing, and I think what I really, really liked about it is you could be strategic about it. Yes, it was fast paced, but you could have there could be strategy behind everything you do. Versus Call of Duty, I wouldn't consider. There's no strategy behind it because it's all lane based. But in Battlefield, you just have open war zones. Like it's so phenomenal. The maps were amazing. The guns, oh my god, the M16A4. Oh,
You right there?
please. Oh,
Change your pants?
I need to. Oh, Shabert, okay, so I used to whoop in Battlefield 4. You 100 Death Squad boy. I love Battlefield 4 too, but Battlefield 3 was my absolute favorite. I did love Bad Company 2, and the day they dropped Bad Company 3 or announce it, oh man, I'm flipping tables wherever I'm at. Let me tell you, because the Vietnam expansion, whoo, oh boy, howdy. A-Dub says that's because you suck at COD, noob. Thank you. You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
I feel like if there was ever anybody who watches this show enough that we need to hear their voice when they say these comments for it to truly have the appropriate effect, it's A-dubs.
It's true. I've never heard him.
Well, no. But I'm just saying. Like, it's to the point now where A-dub's comments aren't good enough to read. Like, we need to hear how he says it now for it to really
That's
just...
true.
You know?
Send
It's
me a
kind of like
sound
you can
clip
put a
of your
cold piece
name.
of cheese on a burger, and you'll eat it. But if you let that cheese just kind of sit for a little bit and get kind of warm, and it's just like that perfect consistency.
Moist.
You had to say moist, didn't you?
I did.
You used the word moist. You just had to use the word moist. No? I never told you that fun fact. The two words that women hate hearing the most are used and moist.
So you continued. You've said it more than I have at this point.
Well.
Juke W. Battlefield. Surprise mechanics. It's true. A-dubs. Just hire me to yell things out for the stream.
Okay.
All right. Shaberto Queso. They don't call me Queso for nothing. All right. It's Jot. Just throw him in a Discord call. That's a hassle right now. That would.
I mean, we could try. Just hire me to yell things out for the stream. I mean, could you volunteer? That'd be cool. Just be a good citizen. Contribute to society in the way in which we need it.
Yes, but number 9, Battlefield 3.
Battlefield 3. Okay. So I finally have my list together. I think I feel confident in saying it. And it's really hard because it's a combination of old games and new. And as much as I'm thinking about the games that left a lasting impression on me, I'm also thinking about the games that were the most fun to play. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So my number 9 is Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
Reason being, for a couple of reasons. A, the storyline was good. It was unique. It didn't feel recycled. Finding out that, you're searching for your dad the entire time only to find out that he's a thing that you actually are going to destroy because he became what he hated, what he was hunting. Real interesting. The characters, I had some emotional attachment to the characters, but I really hated that Hawaiian dude for some reason, dude. I couldn't stand him. I don't remember his name. I remember Titus, right?
I never played Final Fantasy X.
It's worth a playthrough.
Is it?
Yeah, if you want to if you want to play a good Final Fantasy game, which in my opinion was the last Final Fantasy that had strong battle mechanics before they ruined it with 13 and 13.2 and 13.3. It's really good. And the HD collection or the HD reboot that they did, it looks beautiful.
Okay.
But it's really fun.
Can I get it on PlayStation 4?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
All right.
I might actually replay it again.
Do you have it on Steam or PS4?
I don't own it on either because I played it when it came out for the PS2.
Oh,
years ago, 2000.
All right. Not to cut you off, Bailey from Facebook, I would assume, says, "Howdy, Wes."
Hello.
Hey,
Bailey.
How are you?
You didn't say hi to me, but I'm saying hey to you.
It's okay. Shh.
Final Fantasy fans sound a lot like anime fans.
I mean,
so
I didn't talk about Final Fantasy X and then talk about 7 and then gain an octave and then talk about 12 and then gain another octave and then just come in with those. You ever see that meme?
No.
Oh, dude, it's hysterical. So I'm gonna
Maybe
go off
I
track.
have,
I'm gonna go off track here a little bit. I sent it to Zach because it reminded me of Zach, and he was like, "Thank you. I've been looking for this video forever." Like he'd already seen it. It's this girl, and she stands in front of a mirror with a camera, and she's like, "This is my voice on 1 week of anime." And then she steps in, she's like, "This is my voice on 2 weeks
I've
on
seen
anime."
that.
And then the third one, "This is my voice on 3 weeks of anime." And then it comes in, she's just like, but she says something about coitus. You're just like, what the hell did I just watch? But it's hysterical.
I think I've seen that one. I
So,
want to say I have.
Yeah. So at least I didn't go through that transition, A-dubs. Just saying.
That's true.
But no, I liked the game because it was. I feel like Square's. I think it was when they were still SquareSoft, weren't they? Or was it when they became Square Enix for the first time? When it was SquareSoft, they were pounding out quality Final Fantasy titles like it was nothing. And then they became Square Enix, and that was right around where things started to fall apart. It just didn't feel like the same
I
company
didn't care.
anymore.
Like I tried to play 15. I didn't care for it.
Really, man? I was going to play that
Well,
next.
you and I talked about that off camera a couple times. Just wasn't for me. I'm not saying it was bad. Very beautiful. Very beautiful game.
I'm playing Final Fantasy 12 finally on the Switch. I never played it when it came out for the PS2 because I didn't own a PS2 anymore at that time. And it was right when new consoles were coming out anyway, so it was like on its last legs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's different. I'm getting used to it. I just got, like I just told you, I just got to the point now where it's like, all right, the boring intro is out of the way. It's teaching you battle mechanics. Now you're playing. But it's live action, meaning like you run up to your enemies and you can attack them on sight, but it's not like live attacking. Like you press a button and the battle menu pops up and it's like, who do you want to attack? And there's like 4 people around you. You're like, monster B. And you see a little bridge icon appear from you to that monster.
Okay.
And then you see a little time bar that shows up at the bottom. And it's like, time until you can attack. And then you just have to walk up to them within the vicinity and then you attack them.
Okay. All right.
Markham Dope Podcast, my guys.
No, Bailey. Bailey Alexander Markham. It's Facebook. So you're going to see full names.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Dope Podcast, my guys. Well,
Thanks.
thank you.
Thank you. I really
appreciate
enjoyed
that.
Final Fantasy 15, says it's Jot. Arudo, you're not bad. Thanks, man. Hi, Arudo, by the way.
Welcome.
Yeah, I
Welcome.
didn't see you join. You didn't say hi or hello or long
Hi.
time no talk.
How you doing?
How you doing? So, yeah, Final Fantasy 10 for me is my number 9.
Okay. All right. So my number 8. I had to clarify. Looking at my list over here.
I'm taking a peek.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Whew. you, sir. Okay. All right. What'd you see?
Nothing, actually. I can't read that far away.
Oh, okay. So number 8 for me is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
I shouldn't laugh at your favorite games.
I don't care if you do.
I'm laughing because I'm surprised that these are like different games, and you're not like. So my favorite game after that is this theory's number 2, and this theory's number 3, and this theory's number 4. By the way, they're all the same genre because that's all I play. And the dudes are always like, "Oh, I only play first-person shooters." Good for you, bruh. Like, I'm sorry. There's certain calibers of gamers out there, and you have the ones that only play like online multiplayers, and then the ones that only play RPGs, and then the ones that only play games like The Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoons, and that's fine. But I feel like because I wasn't privy to a specific genre growing up, and I played any game that was fun, is the reason why I'm the gamer I am today.
I like to try everything. I like to play a little bit of everything.
Variety is good.
Roberto Queso said ... Can you play Prey already?
It's on his top 10 favorites.
It most definitely is. Maybe not.
AVA privacy screen filters when?
Yeah.
They have to be AVA branded? Does that mean like if you look at them from a certain angle, you'll see the AVA letters? You're like, where'd you get that screen? All right.
Let me get one of them.
Going now. On sale. Buy a 2-pack for 10.
All right. So Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Reason being. So when I originally got this game, it was in the early 2000s.
Oh, I remember. My dad had just gotten broadband when broadband was starting to be a thing. And I'm like, wow, 200 kilobits a second.
Yeet.
Napster, here I come.
Yeah. LimeWire. That's a name I know you haven't heard in forever. No, so we were having our Scholastic Book Fair, and I remember I saw Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and I was like, oh, I really want that. So I saw it at the beginning of the week, and I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, I really, really want this. And she was like, well, we can't afford it right now. And at the end of the week, she gave me the money. She's like, here, go ahead and get it. I remember I busted in there, and they're like, oh, we don't think we have anymore. I was like, but they had one left, and I copped that. That was mine.
So that was the first time you busted in there, and he took it.
Yeah. Yeah. Second grade me.
That was when you had a full head of hair.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry.
I didn't know the sad future to come.
I knew I was losing my interest in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'd played it for months. I remember,
The amount of hours I put into that game.
It was right around when I met my dad's girlfriend, and he was living in a 1-bedroom apartment. Who is now my stepmother.
Okay.
They've been together for years now. Wow, like 16 years.
You're old.
They've been, yeah. They've been together. And she was like, "Oh, you like The Sims? I like The Sims too." Like when I first met her, because I was playing The Sims at the time. Well, I got Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I was like, "Hey, if you like The Sims, you'll like this game." And like I got her into it, and that was right when my interest had been lost when I showed it to her, and then she played it. But anyways, I knew I was losing my interest when I started to slowly increase and impose a peeing tax on my parks. And I was charging people like $5 to pee, and people were just like peeing themselves and leaving my park. I was like, time to go.
You inhumane man.
It's just a game. And I kind of feel like people like me that do that stuff in games, who then maybe get that out of their system by gaming, don't actually go on to create theme parks and think it's a good idea to charge people for peeing. What'd you take your hat off for?
Because it's getting toasty in here.
Yeah, but now it's bright. I feel like I have to laugh at my own jokes to cut through the silence when I say something that might hurt your feelings.
It doesn't hurt my feelings,
Okay.
but I have to, I have to keep up with the appearances,
It's Jot. Joe is older than dinosaur turds. But dinosaur turds would have decomposed by now, so how could they still be turds?
Really? Number 8, Joe.
Mech Warrior 2 and 3. Greatest of all time. I used to play Mech Warrior all the time with my brother. He had dial-up. Cue the crickets. Rude, and I only eat soy and play Smash Brothers. Bruh. Fossilized turds. That's better. I'll take fossilized turds. According to Juke W. Football manager for the win, says Shaberto Queso.
That's a hard pass for me.
Number 8. I chose Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Ooh!
Man, that game was fun as hell. Do not care for most Call of Duty games at all, but that game, I hate to admit it, but what sold me on that game was watching my stepmother's brother play it when we went up to spend Thanksgiving with him, I believe, with them up in Buffalo, New York, is where they live. And he was like, "Hey, you guys want to see probably like the most sadistic scene I've ever seen in a video game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And he boots up Modern Warfare 2. And he starts the mission where you're standing in an elevator.
No Russia.
The Russian dudes.
Or no Russian.
And he goes, "Hey, remember, no Russian." And a door opens, and you just start murdering everybody in the airport. And I'm just watching him do it. I'm like, this game's going to get banned. It's going to get banned. They're not going to let this happen. Now, sure enough, it's still selling. One of the most #1 selling Call of Duty games ever released. I played that game 3 times over just for the trophies.
Yeah.
Played it normal, played it hardcore. I played it on why have I done this to myself? Like to the point where 2 bullets and you're done.
Okay.
It was amazing.
All right.
And I don't like playing first-person shooters on consoles because of the controller aspect, but I did.
Okay.
It was very fun and a beautifully designed game for the PS3.
That ending, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've played Modern Warfare 2. I don't think you played Modern Warfare 2, says Gerudo. It's worth it, dude. Play through. The one with Maniac? I think Maniac was in it, right? And then he's in the third one. Right?
Nah, that name does not ring a bell.
Maniac. Wait, that's Crisis. Isn't it?
I have no idea.
Modern Warfare 3 campaign ending was the best. I'll agree. That was a
It's
strong
been
ending.
so long since I played it.
I know. I'm going to have to replay it again. Yeah, Modern Warfare 3 was bad in general.
Yo, I went
it felt
ham in that multiplayer, though.
But Modern Warfare 3 kind of felt like Modern Warfare 2 with a facelift. Like, it didn't feel like a new game like Modern Warfare 2 did, is the thing.
That's true. A-Dub says, I'm so hyped. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
scared me.
Yeah.
A-Dub says, I'm so hyped for Skull Hunting and Legendary playthrough on Halo on PC. Skull Hunting? Oh, man. What is your problem? What is wrong with you?
You were like, Skull Hunting.
I freaking love games. What is...
You sound like that kid arguing with his dad who's about to mow over all of his 360 games because he won't get a job. I freaking love games! It's what I do!
Oh.
Sorry. Made A-Dubs cry.
Good. I know it's good cries.
The
I
campaign
don't
is
want you to
underrated.
have bad cries.
Modern Warfare 3 campaign is underrated.
Yeah.
What did its jot say?
If it was if okay if it, God I can't if it
It was if. It was if.
It was if MW2 had a younger sibling who was better looking but had no talent.
So me and my family.
Yeah, me. Very much so. All right, number 7. Man, we are 30 minutes and we're only on number 7.
Wow, we need to hurry this up.
Woo! Number 7.
what's
You
your
ready
number
for
7?
this?
Ready for it.
Donkey Kong Country.
Okay. All right. Dude, yeah.
Reason
I'm
being,
really thrilled that you chose a Super Nintendo game, by the way. Super thrilled.
that was the first game that my mom ever let me play, and it was the first game I
Aw.
ever beat. I was 3.5 when I beat it.
Donkey Kong Country was the first game that I had legitimately had built up hype for, because it was right when Nintendo came out with the new Nintendo Power magazines that would include a VHS,
Okay.
right? And my mom paid like the extra $20 for me to get these VHS tapes, and like my mom, I have to thank my mom for the simple fact that if there was anybody in this world that like supported and supplied me with the amount of video games I had as a kid because of how much I enjoyed it, it was her. Like my brother supported me a lot when I got older because I started to move away from consoles and more into PC gaming. But my mom,
Right.
like the amount that she was supportive and understood how much gaming meant to me as a kid, like I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
So I got these VHS tapes, and Donkey Kong's like first game ever developed of its kind. The graphics are amazing, and like I watched like the development video on it, and then like I stayed on top of its release all the way up to the point where it was my birthday, and my mom like handed it to me as soon as I woke up, and I opened it, and I'm like, ah! She's like, "Now go to school." Ah! So sorry. Go ahead.
No, I really don't have much to say about that. It's been a very long time since I played it, but that game has a near and dear place in my heart and always will. And in the sense of my love for gaming, because that's what started it all.
Now, do you play all of the Donkey Kong games that come out?
You see, I haven't in a while. So I remember when they had, what was it, Donkey Kong Country, like the
Tropical Freeze.
Yes, when they announced that, I got rid of I gave my 3DS to somebody, and yeah, this was a long time ago.
I'm gonna borrow mine.
You got Tropical Freeze?
Yeah.
I'll play it. I will play it.
I want to help you, man. You're like, oh, it's my favorite game, but I can't play it. I'm like, oh, here.
Here.
Like, I need to help you.
That's what friends do, ladies and gentlemen.
So on that note, my number 7,
All right, hit me.
Super Mario RPG.
Okay, all right. Never played it, but every time GDQ comes around, there's always one of the games on there, and I always enjoy watching it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's a long speed run, but I always enjoy watching it.
I haven't seen any speedruns. I'll have to see. Like, look up videos.
So-
ADOPS TV says, is there a new DK coming out? I think there is.
Possibly.
For the Switch? Oh, no, they re-released Tropic Freeze for it, I think.
Okay.
But if they come out with a new one, I'll play it. But if they come out with a new one, it needs to be like Donkey Kong 64.
Okay.
Did you ever play Donkey Kong 64?
No.
I got like 80% of the way through it, and then I sold my Nintendo 64
Oh. Rips.
that I sold my Dreamcast for
Rips.
a
More rips.
PS2. But Wii's Donkey Kong Country Returns is now playable at 1080p, 60 frames per second on the NVIDIA Shield. What?
What?
What are you doing, A-Dubs? What are you doing? Oh, is it? It's a hack.
It is
They
indeed
hacked
a
it.
hack.
Now, as you may be aware, a number of Nintendo's first-party Wii titles have been ported to the NVIDIA Shield in China. That's pretty cool. It's 60 frames per second. Dude, I'll play all Nintendo games at 60 frames per second if there's a way to do that. I'm just saying. Well,
Okay.
thanks, A-Dubs. Now I'm going to follow this and then probably want to
Alright.
figure out a way to get it done. But Super Mario RPG 2, or Super Mario RPG, specifically for the fact that I've probably replayed that game a total of 8 times in my life.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but like I'll say a span of 3 to 6 years will go by, and I'll just pick. I need to play Super Mario RPG, and
It's
I'll play
time.
it all the way through.
It's
It's just fun,
okay.
and there's no Mario game like it. There's no RP. I mean, there's Paper Mario that they came out with, and then there's Sticker Star, Paper Mario Sticker Star. They were supposed to come out with the Paper Mario series, and they were going to try and create this whole genre out of it to be an RPG. And it is an RPG, but it's not the same. And then somebody was working on creating a Super Mario RPG remake with Unreal Engine 4,
Ooh.
and Nintendo gave him a cease and desist.
Yeah, I guarantee you. I bet.
Well, he wasn't even trying to make money. He was just doing it. Like, no, this game deserves a remake. Nintendo was like, stop.
Okay.
Stop it. So there's my 7.
All right, my number 6 is going to be very quick. All right, you ready for this? Number 6, Rock Band 3.
So my number 6.
Honestly, no.
That didn't even cross my radar, to be honest.
Quick backstory. So I've played every Rock Band. I've owned every Rock Band.
Yeah, I do too.
The reason number 3 is because that was, I feel like the customization was at its peak there. Mm-hmm. They had the Rock Band Network, which was freaking awesome.
They had all of the input lag tools synced up properly.
Yeah, the online was phenomenal.
Because Rock Band Network wasn't games officially supported by Rock Band. They
No,
were
it
games
wasn't
that were
song.
created.
Yeah, they were songs that were created by people that had specific licensing and tools to be able to do that. So it was a lot of it. I'm pretty sure, if I'm recalling correctly, it was actually people that were actually going to school for things like that.
Oh, really?
So they did have access to those tools.
Nice.
God, there were so many good songs on there.
Dude, I know. And then if you knew somebody who knew somebody, there was an online library of Rock Band songs that were not officially licensed that you could import into Rock Band.
I know about that. Oh yeah.
So,
but no, it was a quick one. Rock Band 3. I love that game.
Cool.
I absolutely love. That's my favorite Rock Band.
I didn't even think about that, but I've dumped hundreds of hours into that game in my life.
Oh, I've
Hundreds.
thousands as well as thousands of dollars.
We were supposed to get together and play.
This has been 2 years in the making.
I know. We're gonna make that happen.
Maybe
what we can do is we can have it's like an excuse, like, hey, come over and bring your kids. I'll bring my kids. We'll hang out. Blah blah blah. Hey, awesome, and then just Rock Band.
I'm down for that.
Like, go play in your fucking playroom. Go. Take your dolls. Rip their heads off. I don't know what my daughter's obsession is with ripping the heads and legs off of dolls, but she does it.
All right.
But she's not like violent about it. She's like, meh. I bought her a fan. A Paw Patrol fan. You press a button and it lights up and the fan kicks on and there's candy in the bottom and then there's the Paw Patrol character up top. She just started to like twist Sky's head off. I'm like, what are you doing? Because I don't want it on.
Okay.
I'm like, if you twist her head off, I'm throwing it away.
Okay.
Anyways.
Real quick, A-Dub says, I used to be sick at Rock Band drums. I still am sick.
I used to play DDR. A lot more games should experiment with unique control interfaces. I agree.
You ever played DJ Hero?
No, but I had the controllers. I threw them away.
Let me tell you, I want VR just for Beat Saber. I tried it for the first time
Oh my God,
here.
it's amazing.
I tried it here.
amazing,
I was I didn't work my second job, so I was like, oh, they had it set up. I was like, oh, let me pop on the headset, and I was like, don't touch me. This is me.
Yeah,
for like 2 hours, I played it.
Well, we were trying to set up. Eventually, what we're gonna do here is Alex wants to take a room in the office and basically turn it into like a lounge here for employees. So you eat in the break room, but then you can go to the lounge on your break and do something. And we're gonna have stuff like that set up.
Oh
a
my
PC
God.
that you can game on, a VR PC. I want to get him to put the money into, depending on like how we can fund it. Put the money into building a MAME cabinet because I can build that easily. It's easy to do. We have a local company that builds MAME cabinets too. That'd be fun.
That would be really, really cool.
Okay, so we have 20 minutes left, and we're only at number 6.
So here's the next.
Mine's number 6. My number 6.
So number
right?
5, I'm just gonna say, because I could spend forever in a day. Now the 5 and up is where I could really, really
say my
punch in
6,
some time. I'm just saying when you're done.
You're just gonna say?
Yeah.
All right. So my number 6, I think it's self-explanatory. GoldenEye.
Ooh.
For N64.
Okay.
I put probably close to 100 or so hours into unlocking every secret in that game, all the extra levels. I mean, there was a kid I used to play with in elementary school. I'd go over his house and play video games with him, and he'd come over every now and then. So his family was like really strict about video game ratings and like show ratings. Like he couldn't watch half of the cartoons I watched on Nickelodeon because he wasn't old enough according to the rating. And the only reason why his mom let him buy GoldenEye was because he told her that there was a setting in the game that you could unlock that would turn the blood into paintballs. So she would only let him play the game if he turned on the paintball setting. He wasn't allowed to see anything with blood.
All right.
But that was the first game I'd ever seen him. His name was Luke. He's like my best friend for years. I didn't have a lot of friends when I was a kid, so that was the first game he ever like convinced his mom, like, I want to play this game, and I know he won't let me, but I want to play it, because he always played games like Bomberman and Mario and Donkey Kong and Banjo-Kazooie, like, you know, age-appropriate games.
Yeah.
That was the first game I ever saw. I'm like, I gotta own this game.
I need this.
Well, because like in 6th grade, they had like the what do you want to do when you grow up, and I was like video game designer, just so I could bring my N64 and a TV to my desk and be like, play it. I had South Park Rally, and I had to mute the TV.
Yeah.
I had to mute the TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've
Sorry.
been there.
You're number 5.
All right, number 5, just a real quick one because I could spend days. RuneScape. Specifically the
played.
old school. It's a very grindy game, but it was the
I've heard.
cat's meow when I was in school.
Was it?
So I was like, okay, and it stuck with me. I absolutely love RuneScape. I really do.
Didn't you and Zach talk about picking up a RuneScape server?
No, I never talked. He might have. I don't like doing that because Jagex, the company that owns that, they're very strict about those things.
Are they?
So, but no, I love RuneScape. It's one thing that I will always go back to, no matter what.
Wow.
Number 5 for you, Joe.
Space Quest 5.
Okay, never played it, but okay.
Space Quest was a point-and-click adventure in the 90s.
Okay.
And imagine every single sci-fi fiction that exists and roll that into a satire.
Okay.
So it's basically like Star Wars and Star Trek and probably a little bit of like, I don't know, it's really hard to describe. So Star Wars, Star Trek, maybe a little bit of like some sci-fi movies thrown in there as well.
Okay.
But the game starred a character by the name of Roger Wilco. He was a janitor. And in Space Quest 5, you start off the game in the Academy. It was called StarCon. It was kind of like the fleet for Star Trek.
Okay.
You were at StarCon Academy to become a captain of a ship. And you cheat your way through the test. You only end up passing the test because there's a scene that shows a mouse going into a giant computer that's checking grades for everybody, and it glitches out because the mouse fries itself and passes you. So you become a captain of basically a ship that is a giant vacuum. And your job as the captain of the ship is to go to destinations where there is space garbage and suck it up into your ship. So even when you try to get away from being a janitor, you end up becoming the janitor of space. Like, it's
Okay.
just funny. And there's a narrator.
quirky.
There's a narrator who's like real condescending half the time. So like in
Okay.
Space Quest 4, in all the Space Quest games, you use your mouse to interact. You can talk, you can walk, you can touch, and you can do things like change the icon to be a mouth, which means like talk to this person, and you can click on the ground and he would say something or have some sort of interaction. Like Space Quest 4, you'd have this narrator like, you quickly bend down and lick the ground. Realizing that you've regretted your mistake, you quickly swallow. Or like,
That's cool.
you go and you're in like an area where you're trying to find something, so you start clicking the hand button on things, and every now and then you get like something from the commenter like, don't touch that, you'll only make it worse.
Okay.
My brother and I could go back and forth on the things that this commenter has said, probably for a good hour. They're making, the guys that made Space Quest are making a new series, a space series, and they halted it for like a good year or so because that narrator died
Oh.
in the middle of doing it, and like, it's a recognizable voice that really nobody could ever replicate or replace. So they're like, how are we gonna do this now? We don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's that series, but that game has left a lasting impression on me.
Okay.
Hey James,
Hello, James.
how's it going?
Hope you're doing well.
Wesley's sad without you.
I am.
Feels like he's in pieces.
Very sad. Very sad.
Many pieces.
All right. Game number 4. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch.
Wait, number 4. Oh, I
Yes.
skipped one. So number 4, Overwatch. Well, I knew that was coming at some point in time, right?
Overwatch. So I don't like arena shooters, and I don't like MOBA based games. However, those are like 2 combined.
I'm glad you said MOBA.
What did people say? Moab.
Yeah.
No, there's no A.
I had somebody like, oh, you can play this game. It's a really great MOAB. I'm like, the hell is a MOAB? Multiplayer online arena battle. I just kind of looked at him like,
All right. Okay. No, Overwatch. That is my number 4. Again, I'm not going to stay on this because I could be here all day. Favorite character, though, or favorite hero, Diva. That is my favorite hero.
you said that last week about the case that was modded.
No, that was Mercy.
Oh.
But I did find a really dope
My bad.
Diva flat bill hat. Jason Turner. Wait, Overwatch is 4 for Wes. That is correct. Yes. There's,
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's in top 5.
Is it? It's mobile.
Wes is probably a Bastion main. No, definitely not a Bastion main.
A Bastion main?
Yeah, no, we don't talk about Bastion. I want to be Bastion.
Sounds like the Stanley Parable.
Oh no, I'm sorry. There's a song. It goes Nerf Bastion. There was memes going on. Oh, I'll have to show you. All right, I'll have to show you. I know Brooke knows exactly what I'm talking about.
You show me.
Oh God, no. It's really great. Even A-Dubs, no. But no, number 4 for Wes is Overwatch.
So number 4 for me actually would have been Space Quest 5. Number 5 for me was The Last of Us.
Okay.
Because
all right.
I was actually like I was emotionally invested in that game and I didn't stop playing it until I beat it. And oh man, I completely forgot about Resident Evil.
Well, we're too far in now.
Yeah, it's not even in my list. Damn it!
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna have honorable mentions.
All right, we'll do honorable mentions.
Before we do our number 1.
Yes. I would have put Resident Evil honestly if I would have remembered. I just didn't pop into my head, so I guess it wasn't that lasting. But Last of Us, much like when I used to play Resident Evil games when I was a kid, I had to play only at nighttime and in the dark.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
All right, what's your number 3?
Number 3. Let me pull it up. My number 3 is Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
So I did see Oblivion.
You said Obsidian.
saw
Get out of here. God, you just saw the rest of them.
Look at you freak out, like quickly trying to hide, like just sit there and pummel a notebook that doesn't belong to you all
I'm not
because-
pummeling because you're looking at my stuff. These are my secrets. Okay? What you got going on over here? Huh? I'm not looking because it's not fair.
It's fine. I mean,
No, it's not fair.
You're just going to see something you don't like, and then you're not going to be able to unsee it.
Oh, no, that's actually what I do. And we all know that, Joe. Like, oh, Joe. Oh, Kyle,
A-Dubs.
look at this.
A-Dubs
Oh.
is triggered.
Uh-oh.
What song did we talk about?
I'm
Oh.
literally shaking right now.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to play it for you.
What? We're not talking about the, we can do better than that.
No, God, no. But we can do better than that.
I need to see this video now. What are we talking about?
I'll play it for you after the stream.
We don't want to trigger A-Dubs.
No, we most definitely don't want to
All
trigger A-Dubs.
All right, so you're number 3.
Number 3 would
Oblivion.
be Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Okay.
I felt that I love Skyrim. I really did. But I just enjoyed that game so much. It was like my first... It was like the first true RPG that I really put time into.
Really?
So that's why, it's there.
Casey tried playing that on the 360.
That's where I played it. I loved it.
But it had
Microtransactions.
so many bugs. She would just like be running in a field, and like an arrow would come out of nowhere and just murder her.
Okay.
Like there'd be nobody around, or she'd like fall into a hill and she couldn't get out.
Okay.
She's like, I guess I can't play this. I really liked it. That's like me right now with Darksiders 3. I'm finally getting back to Darksiders 3. I can't stop it from crashing every 10 minutes.
Oh, rip.
The only thing I haven't done yet is uninstall it and reinstall it because I forgot that I modified a game file to remove the 60 frame per second cap.
Okay.
It's probably what's crashing it.
Okay. And I feel like to save time, I'm gonna do my number 2. Then you do your 3, your 2. Then we'll do our quick honorable mentions.
All right.
And then we'll do our number 1.
All right.
So number 2 would be Fallout 4. I said it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care. I enjoyed that game. I really, really did.
He really, really did.
I really enjoyed that game.
He
Um,
really.
So seeing as I do want, obviously our number one's my number one at least. I want to spend time on a few minutes at least. So
Spend time with your number one.
I am.
Well, I'm right here, Wesley.
I know, and I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy.
All right.
So you're
my
number three.
And my number two.
Yes.
This was tough. It was really tough to figure out the right order for these. So number 3, Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
Right.
You want to know a quick secret? I've never played that game. I want to, but I've never played it. I'm just gonna play the remake.
If the remake ends up sucking, I might tell you to play Final Fantasy like the original.
Okay.
You can get a PC version where you can put a lot of HD tweaks into it.
Oh, okay.
And HD mods. And I watched Casey play it with these HD tweaks because she couldn't stand playing it as designed, and I almost wanted to replay it again.
Okay.
My number 2, Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation.
Which one?
Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation.
Oh, okay. I'm
Not
sorry.
for
I'm
Nintendo.
yeah, no, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, not that one. That one, I pulled the cartridge out of the Nintendo and threw it across the room.
Okay. All right.
But I did read, but yeah, my favorite, second most favorite game of all time that left a lasting impression on me as a kid, Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation. That was the game that got me away from the Donkey Kongs and the Banjo-Kazooies and into mature games like, ooh. Like, I was probably in 3rd or 4th grade.
Okay.
I'm like, this is an amazing fucking game.
Yeah.
I replayed it like 4 times over until I got the cloak suit.
Nice.
And then I run around the playground with my friends who've also played it. We role play Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, I used to love role playing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a couple honorable mentions.
Mhm.
So number 1.
Hey, Dubs. I still haven't heard Halo.
But
So I'm 200%
you're in
mad
luck.
right now.
You're in luck. Halo 3.
Is your honorable mention?
Hayabusa. Halo 3.
Honorable mention for me, Resident Evil
I have a couple.
2 and 3. 2 and 3. I'm not going to get a popular opinion for this, but Resident Evil 6. I liked 6. That was a good game.
I mean, I said I like Fallout 4, so I guess we're equal. Resident Evil 2, the remake. Phenomenal. That was phenomenal.
I'm going to mention our sale again before the stream ends. 15% off X570.
Come check us out.
Desktops and gaming systems. X570 on sale for purchase now for your pleasure.
Talk to this man.
Hi.
Right there.
I like warm hugs.
And then I want to have one more honorable mention. Oh, it's tough. It's really tough. So Resident Evil 2, I would have to say Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this. I'm okay with this.
Resident Evil 4.
I'm okay with this.
Do you have any more honorable mentions?
Space Quest 4. Oh, man, I forgot about Wing Commander. Wing Commander 3. Wing Commander 4.
We're going to be here all day with this honorable mention.
Commander Keen. Wolf 3D. The original Doom. Blake Stone. Rise of the Triad. Seventh Guest. I feel like I'm just listing off games at this point that I enjoy. Not so much as honorable mentions. Trying to think of the games. Oh, dude, Ocarina of Time. Bro, Ocarina of Time, man. Can't believe I didn't even mention that. So, Majora's Mask is another one. Did you ever play Majora's Mask?
I have not.
Oh, dude. All right, so let's talk about the number ones.
All right. Can you guess mine real quick? Just off the top of your head. You probably saw it. Yours is The Witcher.
Give me time. Give me
Yours
time
is
to
The
think
Witcher.
about it.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Give me time to think. So, you've already mentioned Halo, so it can't be Halo, right?
Okay, just for my sanity
Is
here.
it?
My number 1 favorite game of all time.
Catherine.
Yes. My number 1 favorite game of all time is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, you
Nope.
cop out.
Nope.
Friggin' cop out.
Nope. Loved it. That game is beautiful. The story was amazing. I loved it. change my mind. You're not going to. Joe's number 1. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's not a game. It's the BioShock series.
Okay.
1 through 3, dude. That's why I can't pick one, because the reason why I say the series is because the series told a story. Like, most do, but I don't feel like there's a series that tells a story like BioShock did.
Okay.
Honestly. Like, people were so shocked when they released BioShock Infinite. And they're like, okay, so it's a BioShock game, but it's not underwater, so it has nothing to do with BioShock, but it's kind of the same thing, but you're in the sky. And that's what they let everybody believe. That's what Kevin Levine led everybody to believe. And that ended up being so far from the truth. Yeah, I know Halo tells the story. I get it. You're both dead to me. That's fine.
So
I've probably been dead
I
to a
said
lot of
Halo
people.
3 in honorable mentions. Get out of here.
See, what kills me is that
What kills me?
you leave with BioShock Infinite and you finish the game and you're just kind of like, and you realize kind of what's going on. But then you play the add-ons. Did you ever play the BioShock games?
I played 1. I loved it.
Are you ever going to play 2 in Infinite?
I'd like to.
Okay, so I'm not going to ruin it for you. But make sure if you get BioShock Infinite, you have to get the DLC.
Okay.
And I don't even know why it's DLC, to be honest, because it's essential to the story. Essential to the story. So, play it or don't. You'll be missing out on a lot.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I have to say I'm very disappointed because I thought The Witcher would be on there. I really did.
Oh! See,
Really did.
This shouldn't have been a top 10. This really needed to be a top 20.
How about
100% this needed to be a top 10.
soon? Not next week. That's too soon. But we'll revisit this and we will combine and we will make the Master Games list.
Okay, and I think what we should do is the worst video games.
Ooh, yeah, I'm all
The
for
worst.
that. I'm all for that.
Only because, like, no one's going to argue and rebuttal back and forth like, that's not the best one. Yeah, it is. No, mine's the best one. But you will create fist fights out of saying something is the worst.
That's true.
So maybe we should bring some boxing gloves.
I'm down for that.
Just saying.
But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in.
Always a pleasure to see you here, even though we can't see your faces or hear your voices, but we can read your words, so it means a lot that you type them. Absolutely. You'll see us again soon. It will not be You have not seen The Last of Us. That's all I'm saying.
Have a good weekend.
Enjoy your time, your personal time together, and make sure to lock the door. See you later.
Bye.